Hey, what's going on everyone? This is JoeYoursTruly back with another video. Today we're gonna be showcasing what's the most popular and most well-performed Grux build at the moment. Like this is the build that a lot of Paragon players are using in offlane. I used it when I was doing some ranked games and I was really impressed with how this goes. And before you said, well Joey, isn't Rapture and all that is getting nerfed on this upcoming patch? Well, yeah, it's getting nerfed. But what makes this build excel in the first place is the fact that you just have so much army fam with this build. It's actually ridiculous. Because yeah, they're nerfing I think the army fam slightly on Rapture and nerfing some stats. But Mutilator, you get army fam from that. Salvation, you get army fam when you fall below the HP. You get army fam on just Grux in general. Even your Crest gives you army fam. So it's kind of like one of those builds where it's just yeah, you know Rapture, but that's not the reason why this build worked in the first place. It's only because you have this what do you call? Oh, I didn't get the last hit on that minion right there. That's gonna push. Is she gonna blink up? Yep, there we go. But yeah, no, yeah, so I'll definitely take a look at this build again after Rapture gets nerfed, but I'm pretty sure the build is still gonna be the most used on Grux. It's just gonna be probably just slightly not as strong, but it's still very much the build that I just don't see being changed anytime soon, unless nerf Mutilator, they nerf Salvation, those kind of items, right? Because they kind of just nerf other bruiser items that are not actually in this build. They nerf Basilisk, they nerf I think Augmentation, right? But Mutilator, all that they didn't really touch at all. So this build should be definitely good to go for you guys after this patch right here. So it's kind of interesting too because I just noticed the trend that a lot of bruisers, even Crunch, will actually build both Mutilator and Rapture because these two items, who would have thought that building two items that give you both army fam could be so strong, right? That's kind of before she died right there. Wait, is he walking this way? Wait, it's actually take this. Yeah, I was gonna say if he walked through that way, I'm definitely punish him for that. But yeah, well, I wasn't paying attention, so I wasn't able to really get on that for my mid laner. So yeah, I was about to say Taylor should be on this side, and lo and behold, there she is. So we're gonna have to just kind of chill a little bit, kind of wait for this wave to push into us, and then we can kind of go from there. Knock her up because since she's walking back into my minion wave, she's actually gonna take a little bit more hits from right there, and that kind of allow us to get some more damage onto her. Well, this is definitely a shimmy that's more aggressive than your average push Q and then kind of stay away from you. But she's definitely getting a little bit too aggressive, as you guys can kind of see. To be fair, it wasn't if I kind of mess up right there, I could die, right? But the matter of fact is, as long as kind of respect her minion wave and kind of wait for her to be aggressive onto me, I should be totally fine right there. Because minions do hurt a lot early game. And even though she did kind of have a chunky minion wave right there, I was still able to punish her because when you move away from your minion wave, that means that there's less of the chance of you actually gonna get hit by that minion wave. That makes sense. So when she kind of won down me at my tower, as long as I keep also going towards my tower, I'm gonna stay away from a minion wave and I'll be able to do some quick trades and then kind of just back off before 10 minions get on top of me, right? You gotta pay attention to your minion wave state, and if you want to take advantage of your minion wave state, you gotta actually play into it, not walk away from it, if that makes sense. Right here, she's doing the same thing again, where literally, I can't fight her in the minion wave, but I can still backpedal because these minions are not hitting me at all the whole time I'm backpedaling away. So it ended up being a gifted trade for us, all things considered. Okay, there we go. She's starting to do a little bit on the trading. I still don't want to fight in just that big minion wave. That's why I'm kind of like backing off at the moment. But I should be able to fight her pretty soon now, since the wave is going to reset to my favor. I also have like healing too, so even though I'm kind of shunned, if I can top of her, we can actually heal up a lot. Can you walk up to that? She doesn't have a mana to use the ultimate, so we just need to make sure we can hold down left click, get the life steal, but we missed like a right click, I think. That would have been enough to be able to kill it right there. But we still got the bleed kill on her, so yeah, it didn't work out towards the end. So yeah, that's fine. So we got Rapture online, that's gonna be pretty dang good. So second item is gonna be the Mutilator, right? Because again, the whole purpose of this build is you're building like powerful damage booster irons, but you're also stacking a ton of like army fam, which again, like I think this 7% army fam is gonna become 6%, I think, which is okay. 1% nerf is really not that bad, but like combine these two, you get a ton of army fam. You got the army fam from your passive. You're gonna get the army fam from like your Crest when it's fully online as well. And she's going Tainted Scepter first, so she is sort of like trying to counter my build already with being anti-heal. But the thing is, it's like, sure, like you can counter this build by building anti-heal, but if you're healing so much, then yeah, sure, you're gonna reduce my healing, but like I'm still gonna heal so much. It's a thing. There's a lot of active stuff going on mid, huh? I think the Bleach will kill her, unless the shield actually saves her last second, which seems like it did right there. I could be getting baited into like a terror gank right here, so I'll just keep that in mind. And lo and behold, there she is. I'll start buying her because I think I can 1v2 right here. Okay, she used her thing. Is she's backing off? Missing left. Is he trying to tell me that like there's a waste around here? Nice. I'll take the reset anyways. Because waste was mid, so it seems like this ADC is kind of roaming around a little bit this game. Okay, it seems like they're just blowing the mortgage mid a lot. Is what's happening. So went in a little bit like too soon because I can't like follow up on that at all. So yeah, my mortgage is still full, go figure. Which to be fair, like kind of seemed like dual lane is camping the lane a lot, so may not be exactly she's playing bad, it's just literally just the dual lane is just being cringe and just ganking her on repeats. But it's fine. I mean, Mortgage is kind of like the hero that kind of like becomes the problem no matter what as the game goes on, because she has a lot of that damage. Alright, nice. And I think we totally only live right there by the... Okay. Okay, yeah. I guess the ADC is trying to kill me, so I guess I'll just have to leave right there, unfortunately. So... It is what it is. I take my 2 buff, which is pretty annoying actually. I wanted to get the 2 buff because getting those 2 buffs consistently means you get like level up on yourself and all that good stuff. But you know, like we won against that Shinbi trade only because we have all the healing to keep us healthy. We haven't like got all the army fam yet. Like once we get Meteor online, this is where the build becomes super strong because now you're doing like max health as additional damage on Mutilator. You got the on head with Rapture. You're both doing army fam. It's like this build starts to pop up really hard once you get Mutilator online, which is actually kind of cool because Mutilator is kind of like that OG item on Grux way back in when this game was in early access. Just kind of fallen off in more favor of attack speed items, I would say. Yeah, it's a terrorist, so we'll kind of back up for now. Like, I think if I have Mutilator and Iceskorn Talons, I can feel pretty comfortable 1v2ing. Just right now, it's like too risky to try to go for that. Okay, it looks like Shimmy just kind of shoving my lane then. That's fine. I'm not chasing her too hard because Terra could still be around here. Okay, I should have enough to get Mutilator pretty soon. Then when I do, I'll back to get that and Iceskorn Talons, and then it's gonna be a lot easier to be able to actually chase down the Shimmy because I have the movement speed and slow to keep her close to me. I'll focus Terra first because she's kind of like the one that's a little bit more committed on me. Is Howitzer following me? Get the right lane. I don't see the Howitzer. Oh, there he is. I didn't dodge that. Might as well just like... won't be able to survive there all the way. I think Mo can still get the Howitzer though. Like, she has ultimates. Yeah. That's actually good, because that should hopefully... Yeah, she got a gold bind from that, so hopefully my mortgage can start to catch back up into this game. But I should be really strong now, because I have my Mila online, I have Iceskorn Talons, so it's going to be making these kind of situations like really good for me, like being the 1v2 much easier and all that good stuff. So third item is going to be Salvation. That's like the item that's going to be making much harder for you to bust me down, right? Because like technically I don't have a lot of HP with these two items. That's why you go Salvation to get a fat 500 HP stat stick. And then that still gives you like a shield and army fam too that could all just combine into this as well, right? So like once we get like Salvation, then like the Howitzer for example, it's gonna have a much harder time actually busting this down. And we could bait him in when we get the shield proc, and then we can kind of just hold down left click on him, right? Yeah, it's getting to the part where now Shimmy can kind of just instant wave clear, so the only way I can push into her, like pressure the lane, is if like she's dead, right? But I have my Iceskorn Talons, so it should be really easy to be able to actually get on top of her. Like here. You see what I mean? If she didn't blink right there, she would have died. Really easy, right? And we still have that movement speed right there, so we actually kind of stuck back up on her again, as you guys saw. So like, and it's just like this is what I mean. It's like this match is kind of annoying for Grux early on, but then you literally get like Iceskorn Talons, and that item alone, like using it smartly, is gonna be able to allow you to kill the Shimmy much easier. Okay, they're trying to go for the Feint Tooth. I should probably go over, but I just have such a good opportunity to get a T2 Tower at the same time. This is so much gold for me to get. Right, so maybe I'll probably one over because Shimmy is about to literally come back in, and I don't foresee myself getting that T2 Tower with her just instant wave clearing. I'm really hoping there's a river buff right here at the least. Okay, there isn't, because I'm a little bit low in mana, so I gotta be a little bit mindful of how I'm staying it right here. Nice kill. Don't have blink, but I have ult in my Crest. Nice. Oh, attack Feint Tooth, I mean. Because since I'm here, it should literally be really easy for us to do this Faintus. I mean, we don't have our jungle to be fair. So just keep an eye out for where this Terror is at. And if she comes in, then we just turn on her immediately. Nice, we're able to bust it down just before she can even do anything. That's good stuff. And Shimby's doing what Shimby play does best. They just like mindlessly split push the entire game, right? That's kind of like the annoying thing about going to get split pushers. It's like they can be 0 and 6, but they can still be like a threat in the map because if you just ignore them, they're gonna take down your towers, right? Which you don't want that to happen. And like and a good player would know to just back off right here. But this person doesn't know any better, right? I'll use off for this. I kind of just want to kill it as fast as I can. Oh. I mean, you can take it. That's fine. So we should honestly do like this, old prime pretty soon. I just got it back first, and I can help my sales on it. And pick up a Divine Potion too, which by the way, this Divine Potion is actually buffed because it's gonna go from 350 to 250. So that's gonna be much nicer, easier to kind of build in between your items. Oh my god. That was so long I would just CC it couldn't move. That's a little unfortunate, but I think like getting that kill on waste is gonna like be good for us at the very least. Yeah, that 1.5 seconds felt very long to say the least. Like I felt like I couldn't move at all. The moment's gonna be an issue for us, but luckily we're gonna be so tanky that we could probably even leech health off of Morn because we have so much army fam. We can just focus him. If anything, kill him, but also heal a lot because we just keep hitting him on VP and get the army fam healing off of him. Nice, we got the kill on Shimby. I really want to try to do like the old prime before it becomes big old prime. Because I mean, as long as I'm there, they can't stop us. If they try to, they'll die for it, right? So after like these 3 arms, you have a lot of flexibility what you want to build afterwards. So for me, I probably want to build some magical resist, or I hate building magical like armor because what's the word? I hate building magical armor because I feel like the items fall like hold on, let's actually finish this first. Okay, there we go. Now we can focus on all prime. Like, I feel like the booster irons for magical resist are just really bad, in my opinion. Like I feel like going like boy helm, that's kind of like a tank item, is just like probably the best option for this build. But at the same time, I want a bit more damage, so I might build Draconum first because it technically increase my healing, gives me armor against like the weight and the terror. Because I'm honestly not scared of the shimmy, if I'm being honest. It's more like the waste I'm worried about as the game goes on. And what if people like emoting when they're totally like 1 and 8? That I don't get at all. So anyways, we're gonna try to see if we can get Howitzer. Although I have Moan following me, but that's why we can kind of just turn around. And I see the waves right there, so keep that in mind, right? That we might get collapse on. And that's all of them actually right there, so we can back off. Doing what I do best, and that is Gruxing. Unfortunately, I'm gonna get busted down, but I live so long because I have that shield and army fam to where I can kind of like be able to finish off like 2 people, I think at least. Mortgage got the finishing kill on Shimby, so that's fine. Yeah, they kind of just really follow me around a lot, big time, huh? So am I actually just taking a lot damage from? Yeah, I mean, I guess House is 11 to 5 now, so probably be better actually to go for him first for the magic resist. Because like what's gonna happen, they're gonna go for Helm first and Draconum first, just trying to build a little bit more damage afterwards, but also stacking for Helm and Draconum healing is pretty nuts for the build that's all about army fam, so we can do that. I think we should go for this Faintus though. I doubt they're like gonna try to sneak an old prime under us. So all we have to do is just kind of walk over and we can go from there. Probably definitely focus Howitzer for the upcoming fights because he's definitely the one that's the strongest at the moment. Hmm. Okay, I want to get the movement speed from this because it's gonna be very nice. Be the play around that. Alright, let's just start Faintus up, and if they walk in, right. I think we can deal with them as they walk in. Because I'll be able to heal off of this if anything. Nice, we got it still. So focus terror. Nice, team is doing good work. I really want to do old prime, but like you see my jungler and ADC are just not healthy out. The best bet is to kind of go for mid tower and then kind of reset, do another big team fight, then we can do old prime if we win that one. That's what I'm thinking. I kind of doubt we're gonna do. Oh, actually, we can't get T2 because Shimi's on the other. It's in the offlane instead of actually defending the T2 mid, huh? It's like I said, Shimi players, split pushers only know of one thing, and that is stay in one lane, even if it largely makes sense to go somewhere else, right? And that's just what happened right there. Like, cause we're not obviously gonna push on the T2 right, so she should have like gone defend mid T2. And then she'll be able to salvage, protect both her T2 mid and her T2 right, but instead she just like, I'm gonna go the side lane because I already know, right? A little bit silly stuff. And I figure she's gonna be on this tier buff, so... Oh yeah, she's doing that trick thing, but I know better now. But I guess I am going closer to the dual lane, huh? So I'll kind of walk towards this way because they're not gonna catch up to me anyways. It's just kind of funny because like after getting bamboozled a couple times already on like getting like launched across the map and then the enemy player was able to stay safe that way. I kind of caught on to that and now I know better what to do when that happens. Yeah, I definitely do not want to go on that, especially if I'm not there. I mean, it's just right now the name of the game is we either get like a lot of the enemy team dead or we just get Howitzer dead. Maybe we can actually do objective off of that. So I'm trying to look for opportunity to go gank mid or get the shimmy. Oh, they're gonna bust me down, huh? Definitely have the shield that's gonna help me out. Be able to get the kill on. That should be big. Oh yeah, he's totally dead. Nice, that's huge. I'm a little bit chunked, but that was like the biggest issue, Howitzer, and we kind of just killed him right there, so... We should be able to do old prime now. Okay. But if my team doesn't want to do it, we can kind of like wait a little bit. If anything, we could try to bait them in. Not actually do old prime, kind of bait them to come into it and then turn on them. But I feel like we should have enough DPS to take down this old prime anyways, with like me, Sarah, and Murdoch. Okay, I might have to turn on Terra here in a sec. Nice to have got it. That's pretty big on Sarah's. Because after she was able to win the 50-50 on the Feint twos, I was kind of confident that she was gonna like win the old prime 50-50 just based on how she's doing right now. So glad that my confidence paid off right there. Because that was a little bit risky, like if I'm being honest, but pay off well. Because like I said, the only people were worried about was the howitzer, and since he's dead, like, and Jimmy was still trying to come back from base, that was the easy kind of like old prime right there. Because now that puts in a good spot to go ahead and do Feint twos here in a sec. Kind of crazy that even though Shimby is like 111, like when she goes on me, it does hurt in consideration of like other people hitting me too. So I can't completely ignore the Shimby, but at the same time, she's not really the one I should be focusing on. I should really either set on jungler or the mid laner. Like Waste, if I can get a jump on him, that'd be great, but I don't think it's as necessary. Okay, we see Shimmy is taking the side teleporter. I'm just gonna set this mid real quick. Get this pushing up favor. Because Y is probably not the best spot, but as long as we have like mid pushing by itself, I think we'd be fine for this fight. Then behind Howitzer, he should be dead. Nice. Alright. That should be final. We could actually just tower dive Jimby. Or Morg is gonna kill it. Either way it works. Yeah, nice. Team is popping up. Love to see that. So get the fire mode, then we can kind of push to get some inhibitors down. I guess there's still a chance that Terra could get the miracle like steal on this, but I think we should be able to kill this before she even comes in. There we go. We have another 60 seconds of ult prime, so I think we should try like group up and try to see if we can push one tower at least in. So they got the left, we got the mid, so we should kind of like do this kind of push. Oh, they're going for a dive on waste. I'll kind of hover this just in case things go south. Alright, nice. I got a nice pick onto that. 27 seconds, so it should be good to still like push for a bit. Nice, that's gonna be 2 inhibitors down. It could be GG's if we actually get one last team wipe on this enemy side. Oh, I need to like not get barred, but or we could just literally just hold down left click on the core. Either way works. So yeah, that's kind of like a pretty decent like build showcase of this like build I'm seeing like being used a lot in Wing at the moment, especially by like Paragon players. I used it myself for a couple games and it was like feel very good. Again, like technically Rapture's getting nerfed, technically Grux is getting like a slight nerf on this like I think on B and his passive, but I really think that at the end of the day this build won't change at all because literally the whole purpose of this build once again is you're literally building just a bunch of army fam items and laying it all synergized with each other with stacking the army fam, the damage like pull damage items like Mutilator Rapture provides, but then like Salvation is a nice way to round up that build because of the huge like 500 HP you get and the shield that you get based on your HP, right? So I really think this build is not going to change at all. It's still going to be probably the build that's going to be most used by like on Grux, especially like if you're looking to like know what build you want to use when you're climbing rank with like Grux offlane. This is definitely the build you're definitely gonna be using going forward still even after the nerfs. Because I mean Grux wasn't really touched really much at all. Like maybe his passive was sort of hit decent, but I don't think that's gonna change much for the fact, right? Because I haven't seen anyone really run like they Rapture Skies for the build because gone are the days that we have Bone Sword Skies for the Grux. Now we're gonna have like Rapture melee Grux. It seems like going forward. I am kind of curious about damage here because like it's kind of crazy because I feel like this build helps you heal a lot. But maybe this wasn't like the best like game to showcase the healing potential because we were against a Shimby squishy offlaner, and then the person we've been focusing a lot on like the house of mid. So I think in the more like different matchup, like maybe against a Crunch or against a Greystone or Steel, this probably we're gonna see a lot more of the damage going up because you're gonna take a longer fights instead of kind of getting busted down by like a Shimmy house at the same time, right? But you know, this is like a build that I highly recommend that you guys give it a shot yourself because I really think that this like build is like super strong on Grux at the moment. And you can technically run this on Crunch too, although I don't like building like melee. I don't like this build style on Crunch as much, only because I think Crunch does a little bit better with raw like survival items, kind of like that Crunch tank build that I kind of showcased yesterday. Like this build is perfect for like Grux that is just kind of a little bit more beefier and has more like consistent CC, so you can kind of take advantage of like these kind of items, right? But just know that melee Rapture just overall is like a very popular bruiser combination item, and at least on Grux, it's gonna remain like his best two first items going forward, even after it gets nerfed in this upcoming patch right here. But that's gonna be it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If not already, consider subscribing to this channel so you don't miss a single beat by yours truly. But other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day here. Peace.